Yo, what's up guys? This is gonna be my first video on this channel and I want to see how it works out so I know what to make. Today we're gonna be ranking every single Ballon d'Or winner. Let's start from 2000 to 2025. Alright. First off, we have Figo, 2000. So this was kind of a controversial year for Figo since he made the big move. But his season still, nonetheless, it was very good. I believe he deserves an A tier.
Guys, 2001 was Owen. He was a great striker, but not the best season of all of strikers. So I'm gonna give him a B tier because he was not the best.
Alright, next we have R9, Il Fenomeno, as some of you say. This is honestly one of the greatest seasons I've seen. Personally, I feel like he was a great striker for that. And for this, I have to give him an S tier, one of the best to do it.
Now, 2003 Nedved. He was a great player, you cannot argue that. But you cannot argue too that Henry didn't deserve that. He was exceptional for Arsenal, for the French team. He deserved it. But look at Nedved, bro. He looks confused in that photo, man.
Alright, next we got Shevchenko, 2004. Okay, bro, so hear me out here. I'm gonna give this B tier. I know I angered a lot of AC Milan fans. I don't care. I'm an Inter fan, but still. Actually, I'm not going to say he didn't deserve it, but I'm going to say not as good as some of the other ones at this list, so B.
2005, it was Ronaldinho, one of the best players this generation I've seen. Maybe people doubted him, he deserved that, but who cares? He carried Barcelona, he carried Messi, who some argue that he's the god. Now listen better. But anyway, he's phenomenal. I'm gonna put him in S tier.
Okay, man. Now we have 2006 Cannavaro, Italy's World Cup run. Cannavaro, S tier, one of the best leaders I've seen. Anchor for that back line. Finally, and it's a defender. It's very good to see a defender win the Ballon d'Or. Finally got a break from the attackers. Still, this has to be S tier. One of the greatest leaderships out there on the field I've seen.
2007, it was Kaká, one of the best Brazilians I ever seen play football. He was phenomenal. Nothing to say about him. He was one of the greatest players that year. Completely S tier because you cannot argue. He deserved it 100%. And then he made the move to Madrid. It was good, but like because of this Ballon d'Or, he made the move. So I'm gonna put him on S tier.
Alright, I know we've been giving out a lot of S tiers, but some of these seasons are just unimaginable. They're just so good. Speaking of so good, we have CR7 2008, bro. That Manchester United Premier League and Champions League run was insane, bro. He won it like kind of part of midfielder, bro. Like he was so good. Absolutely S tier.
Messi, 2009. He was a great player, and I think he deserved it a lot because he won the treble with Barcelona. He was Pep's main man, and he was one of the reasons why they won the Champions League that season. In La Liga, he ran humble in Real Madrid, and I think that Messi should deserve this 100%. S tier.
Okay, now we have Messi 2010. I am going to give this a C tier. Honestly, man, I am probably one of the biggest haters of this season Ballon d'Ors. Oh my god. First off, let's not forget about Iniesta, that World Cup goal in the final against the Netherlands. It was crazy, bro. Like, he won the World Cup. He carried Spain. He was too goated. I'm not going to say carry, but you know what I mean. And there's also another contender, which is Wesley Sneijder, bro. What did Messi win that season, bro? Jack shit, bro. Wesley Sneijder was just too goated. One of the greatest midfielders, probably, in that season. He was one of the best for Inter in that treble run. You can't forget it. It was goated. I'm going to give this a C tier. Other people deserved it.
See, 2011, I think he didn't deserve that year too much because there were more great players that year than him. but I'm gonna give him an A tier because I think he won the league with Barcelona. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I think he scored a great amount of goals. So I'm gonna put him on A tier.
Next up, we got Messi 2012. Bro, this I think is an easy S tier. Who can forget that 91 GA season, bro? I think it was just 91 goals or goals and assists. I don't know, but I know he definitely cooked, and I know he definitely deserves that S tier and that Ballon d'Or.
Ronaldo 2013, he deserved it because he won the treble. Simply S tier.
Okay, next up we got CR7 2014. Obviously part of Madrid's three-peat. It was probably one of the most amazing seasons I've seen. That BBC trio was crazy. You could argue maybe some other people, maybe like Bale, but still, I think that Ronaldo deserves it. But still, season, pretty good season, not that bad, but I'll give this one A tier.
See 2015. He had a great season overall, but you cannot tell me that Neymar didn't deserve that. He was one of the greatest players that year, and I think he deserved the Ballon d'Or. I think it was kind of rough, so I'm gonna put him on A tier.
Now we have CR7 2016. This is a great season. I very much enjoyed watching him this season. You could argue maybe some others like Messi or Neymar, but I still believe that Ronaldo deserved this one. It was a pretty great season. I enjoyed watching him. A tier.
Cristiano Ronaldo 2017, one of the greatest players that year, and I totally think he deserved it. He scored so many goals, got so many trophies, and I think he was the best player that year. Definitely Ballon d'Or worthy. So I think I'm gonna put it on S tier because I think he straight up deserved it.
Okay, so we have Modric. 2018. So, okay, before I said Ronaldo was part of the three-peat, that 2014 one. This was actually the three-peat, my bad for that. The three-peat. Modric, 2018. Modric, my bad. Listen, I'm giving this a B tier. We finally got a break from Messi and Ronaldo, but he picked the wrong year. That Puskás goal against Juve was insane from CR7. But still, Modric was a mastermind in that midfield, so I'm still thinking this deserves a B tier.
Lionel Messi 2019, I think overall he deserved that, but I'm gonna put it in on an A tier because you cannot tell me that Virgil van Dijk, one of the greatest defender to ever be, didn't deserve that year. He was phenomenal, and I think he was like a wall. Nobody could get past him except Ronaldo because he's a goat. But anyways, so I think that Virgil van Dijk deserved it that year. Messi still had a great season, so A tier.
Okay, now listen. Here we have Lewandowski 2020. I know this technically doesn't count, but this is probably because of the COVID. But still, I still don't understand why they couldn't just make like a little meeting and hand it to him. I feel like they just didn't want to give it to Lewa, but still, that season, oh my nut, bro. That was insane. He was a beast in that front line. Byron Lewandowski, one of the most unforgettable players. Great season, S tier.
Messi 2021. It was a great year for Messi. He had some great moments that year. I think he made the move from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain, and he had a great season. So I think that Messi deserves an A tier because he didn't have a crazy season, but there were not that many players to compete with him except Lewandowski, who actually did a better season than Messi. So Messi X actually a robber, so many people say. So, but I'm still gonna put in an A tier because he had a decent season, not crazy stats, and a decent season.
Next up, we got the one and the only 15, bro. My boy Benzema, bro. Benzema 2022, S tier, Ramadan, no explanation.
Messi 2021, it was a great year for Messi 2023. So, first of all, congratulations to Messi, he won the 8th Ballon d'Or that year, but nobody's gonna tell me that Erling Machine Haaland didn't deserve that year. Everybody right now, to this date, tell me that he deserved that date. No, that year was Haaland's year, man. I don't know how Messi won it that year, but still, I need to put this on C tier because it was a horrible, Ballon d'Or, I don't know who votes for those. So I'm gonna put it on C tier. It definitely didn't deserve that year. So.
All right, finally we have 2024. Rodri. Okay, hear me out. This is an A tier. Now, I know most of you are gonna think that Vinny needed this. Yeah, 10 times better, 10 times worse actually, but yeah. Still, I believe that Rodri deserved this. Not too much, but he still deserved it. He was a great CDM, actually. He, in my opinion, carried Spain. I know that he didn't score the goals, but that controlling midfield mastermind aura that you need is what Rodri had. And I believe that he deserved that Ballon d'Or, A tier. Oh, thank you there, my friend. So yeah, comment down below who you think is winning. I will be posting the link down below for my friend's video. You can go check him out. Subscribe to me, subscribe to him. Yeah, and we're gonna come back with more bangers. Video and peace.